Hi guys, I am Stutee right now attending the Toronto International Film Festival, and look who I have here. Lijo's Pellissery, his film Jallikattu had the world premiere here. It was so well received. How are you feeling? Are you a happy director?
Greatly happy. Happy.
Okay, so have you ever done a selfie interview
No,
before?
this was first time.
As a director, would you approve of the frame? Are you okay with the lighting? Would you want to direct
I would
it?
like to say I'm not getting involved in your creative space.
Okay, so we're going to talk about your creative space and
Yeah.
the fact that I've seen the film. I've absolutely loved it.
Thank you.
But there's something I want to say. Jallikattu is a difficult film to watch. Okay, with the blood and gore, and yet it's goddamn hard to look away from. So how do you manage to make such amazing films? This is adds another one to the list.
Once the film is made, I would like to stay away from commenting on it or explaining it, and I would love to leave it completely for the audience to define and derive at their own conclusions and ideas in the film. So, yeah, that's better.
No, but that's an interesting point you make, because I think this film can have so many different interpretations.
Yeah, right.
At the surface level, it is about a buffalo, gone crazy and a chase gone wrong.
Yeah.
But then your social commentary about how you show that the difference between man and animal, the beast and the human suddenly completely disintegrates. So tell us about the idea of the film, what triggered it, and the whole process of making it.
What triggered the idea, I would say that when the first time when I read the story, I should say that when I was instantly in love with the idea, and it was not that when we followed the story as it is, we just took the crux out of it, which was how the space between human being and animal is slowly disappearing, and it slowly is turning into a chaotic space.
And now, since I've watched the film, please tell us, how do you control the buffalo? Like, how did you shoot with an animal and then make sure that he doesn't run havoc on your
So I would,
script?
I'm completely honored that when you and lot many people, like consider or identify it as a real animal. Like to create a animal on screen was very challenging for us, because with VFX, if we go, it was like massively expensive, considering the cinema is a small cinema from a space like Kerala, and it's a Malayalam film. So we had to go back to basics, the classic way of like making it work, like how Steven Spielberg would approach it in Jaws. Like in 70s, when he didn't have much of technical support from VFX or anything else, he had to completely generate it but with animatronics as a technique. So I just figured that when if he or somebody else has done it like in 70s, it is very much possible if we like approach it in a nice way. In 2017 we will be able to do it better. So it's a mix of animatronic animal, partially VFX, and very less of the real animal.
The way you use sound, in this film and generally, here sound precedes visuals, and there's a rhythm to the movie from the first scene, which is almost hypnotic, because there's human breathing, and then that mixes with a lot of other things. So tell us a little about this, your creative vision involving the whole thing.
I'm very particular about how the sound and music is designed in the film, and with this film what we did was we used very less of the actual score, actual instrumental music.
Yeah, and
So we used more of the a cappella tone of it. With
So there's
thumbs,
breathing, there's knife being sharpened.
like tabs on the skin,
yeah.
and running around, and it's more earthy and it's more human when you look at it.
And another win for you, your actors don't look like actors.
That's because most of them are not actors.
So how do you go about choosing them? Like, how did you go about casting them?
No, with this one, we did have a screening, a screen test, and we took a lot of people from in and around that space, Kattapana. And all we did was not to train them much because I didn't want to make them feel that they are in front of camera and they are doing a huge job. No, nothing. I mean, we are doing a much more smaller job compared to a lot of other people. So, I mean, like, just to make them comfortable in camera was the only thing what I'm doing, and it works for me.
It works for us as well. It was amazing catching up with you, Lijo.
Hi, I'm Lijo, and you're watching the Quint, and please subscribe and listen to Quint.